All right, hello, my name's Juan Cruz. I'm in fitness and wellness class, and this is my culminating project. So the point of the culminating project is to basically, you're supposed to learn about something or talk about what you learned in class, how you've incorporated it into your lifestyle, and how you changed. And I actually have 3 points about what I've learned, what I've incorporated, and how it's changed me. And I'll just go ahead and get started with the 3 points. All right, so my first point is the diet activity tracker. So we all know that we just got done finishing the diet and activity tracker. And with that tracker, we basically tracked our food and our activity for a whole 7 days. And with that, I've learned that when I got my diet report back and I looked at it, I actually learned that I was lacking in lacking in some stuff. So I found out that I was lacking in grains, I was lacking in fruits and vegetables. And, with what I was learning in class, I know that grains is actually really good for your health. And, eating a good, susceptible amount of grains can actually reduce the chance of heart disease, which is, very good. So the way I've been incorporating that in is like with grains, I've actually been eating, instead of eating white bread, I've been eating, whole grain bread. And I've also been eating oats. I think I eat oats somewhere between 2 to 5 times a week now. That way it can even out. And it's not it's a bowl of oats, mixed in with other things. And also with my fruits, I actually have grapes prepped up every single morning that I eat. And then I come home and with my lunch that I also have prepped up, I eat a banana or an apple, some kind of fruit, orange, anything like that. And with the vegetables, instead of just, what I used to have prep for my meals was just chicken and rice every day. That was just prep for lunch. But instead, now that I've learned more about this and the benefits of the vegetables that, if I eat them, the benefits I can get, I've been incorporating things like corn and green beans. And then I've been incorporating bell peppers and carrots and all these different types of things to help me, that really give me the benefits. And like I said, with that learning, how I did it before was different. Like I guess you could say I had a more average diet. I don't know how to say it. It's just that I really was eating a lot of saturated foods, fatty foods, all that, and it was causing a lot of problems. I could see I had problems with my sleep, my energy, and all this. But now that I've actually incorporated these whole foods and these good foods, I can see that I have a substantial increase in energy. My activity level is really good. I just feel much better and I feel really great now. And my second point would be what we just got done learning in chapter 11, stress. So it talks about what stress is, how to cope with it, and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say I had a lot of stress, but obviously some people have, we're gonna have some stress. So I had a little bit of stress, and I guess I never really focused on how I got rid of it. I guess I could just say like maybe video games or extracurricular activities. But now that I've learned more about this, what we also learned about in chapter 1 was spiritual wellness. So with that being said, you can kind of see that I'm out here right now just walking around and just enduring nature, just like without me talking, I guess you could hear it's kind of, quiet. So there you go. You heard that a little bit. And I've been incorporating that now that I've learned it. Now, I take regular walks when I'm feeling more stressed, or I'll go on a jog or something like that, just so I can have that, that quietness, alone time, so I'm able to reevaluate what I'm doing wrong or what's bothering me, and I can fix it. And that's really helped my lifestyle and make me, less stressed and everything, and make me more relaxed. My third point would be, a SMART goal. So before learning about this, I guess I didn't know how to shape my goals. So I was just throwing it out there, I guess, what I wanted to do. But now that I've learned about a SMART goal, it stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time frame. So actually I've structured my goals. One thing like I could say that a goal that has really changed around and structured is the way I do schoolwork and stuff and manage my daily life things. Like now I actually do stuff at a specific time for a specific day. I make sure it's measurable. So like the stuff I do, I make sure that I'm able to do it within that day. And it also works in realistic. I make sure that I'm not doing a full essay in one day, and I make sure that I measure it out, like what I need to get done for that whole week and stuff. And like I said, incorporating that into my lifestyle has helped me make sure everything is really neat and organized, instead of just throwing out like, hey, I'm gonna finish this in one day or whatever. I've been able to map that out in a full week and get everything really done and finished. All these 3 points have actually substantially helped my lifestyle and changed me as a person. Just learning these things, like I said, with my diet, with stress, and also with my my goals, it's been really beneficial, I guess you could say. just learning these things. And like I said, with the diet, it's just incorporating all these things with the diet, with the stress, and with these goals. Just incorporating this into my lifestyle is really good. And I'm thankful for learning these things because it's actually helped me. And that's my culminating project. So thank you for listening.